I had a great match against another aggressive opponent, and I think it was very entertaining, so let me show you. I'm starting as area specialist with crawlers and sledgehammers, and my opponent is cost control with mustangs and marksmen. And I'm deciding to just go for some more sledgehammers right away round 1. I don't do that often, but I do have enough chaff and sledgehammers are really good here. My opponent is either going for more mustangs or some chaff, and sledgehammers can deal with those. And if those are dealt with, then only the snipers are left, and if I have a couple of crawlers left, they will distract the snipers for long enough, so that I should win the round. And yeah, sledgehammers really doing work against mustangs. By the way, I recently put the armor tech on my sledgehammers. I hadn't had it on for quite a while, but right now there are so many mustangs. Like, I feel like every match I play is either supported by mustangs or they are actually going full on carry mustangs with multiple upgrades and just rush and push and mustangs everywhere. And sledgehammers with the armor tech are really good. Actually, I did that after this match, I think. I'm seeing my tags right now and I actually don't have the armor on. But I would suggest you put the armor tag on your sledgehammers, because right now, again, so many mustangs, and I have it on too. But not for this match, apparently. And here we go, my opponent pushing in aggressively with a mobile beacon and a rhino. However, my crawlers behind the tower are just walking up to the rhino, and the rhino can't get through. So it kind of gets stuck on my crawlers. And crawlers providing enough distraction so my sledgehammers can actually just go all out on the mustangs and the snipers. And by the way, I picked up the extended sledgehammer range card. So my sledgehammer is a lot better now. They don't have as much health anymore, but longer range really helps against mustangs in particular. Mustangs also probably going to get range at some point, and yeah, just range on tanks. They clear up everything so much faster. And I'm also giving them mechanical rage now, and I'm upgrading them. So they're becoming quite the problem now for my opponent, who is deciding to go for some flank crawlers to distract my units, I think. And also another rhino and more crawlers in the front there, and trying to rush towards the tower again. I put some vertical fangs in front of my tower, by the way. That's very good to have against rush opponents. Just something that's in the way. They're very slow, so they don't run away from the tower as fast. And they stand there and can actually be in the way. However, this turn my opponent sentryed the fangs, so they weren't in the way anymore. So it worked out. Also, they got the photon emission for this turn, so it was just a temporary turn that my opponent could take here with the sentry and the photon emission. But I'm still feeling kind of confident with my defense here. Range specialist, not great against pushing opponents. And yeah, I'm just skipping here. Putting a sentry on the flank there so my units don't get distracted for too long. I don't want my opponent to be able to rush in towards my tower again. So right now I'm kind of thinking, do I need anything else to deal with the rhinos? That one rhino has anti-hack and can be level 2 this turn. So my opponent might actually just go for more rhino or maybe even tech or something and just keeps leveling them. So I'm not sure right now. For now, I'm deciding to put down one sentry to slow things down. Sentry really good against rhinos, just to slow them so they can't rush your tower. And I'm actually putting down a fortress. So fortress, just additional damage to quickly deal with the rhino. And here we go. However, my opponent went for 2 overlords. That's scary. I don't have any anti-air right now, except that 1 pack of fangs in the front, but it's already dead. And also the rhinos still got through to my tower, even with my fortress there and the sentry in the flank. I think they put another pack of crawlers in the flank, so that 1 sentry was not enough. And yeah, my fangs in front of the tower not living for long enough to distract the rhino there. But yeah, this round was lost by default anyways, because 2 overlords, I do not have anti-air, so there's nothing I can do. Given that, and also that they got my tower pretty quickly, it's actually looking good. It's just the 2 overlords and 1 marksman left. I actually cleaned up everything else. And the marksman might also die here. Yeah, so it's really just the 2 overlords. So that's fine, I guess. However, I still don't like that my opponent can get my tower so quickly. Picking up War Swarm. I'm thinking my opponent might pick up War Swarm themselves, because again, I still don't have the best anti-air. And I might maybe put some anti-air on the left there, but not on the right, so I'm putting the Wasps on the right to hopefully, or maybe defend against possible Wasps by my opponent. And I'm going for Phoenix here. Phoenix really good against overlords. Even at level 1, they already deal quite a good amount of damage. And if you just have a little bit of distraction and they can get the shots in on the overlords, it's already enough usually. Putting down 2 sentries to slow the rhinos. And here we go. My opponent going for the ground cannon upgrade on the overlords. Actually, the missiles did not hit the 1 rhino there, I'm pretty sure. So it's not slowed. But my phoenixes also helping against the rhinos here. So phoenixes were really a good call. Good against the rhinos and obviously also against the overlords. And yeah, they are making quick work of those. Level 2 overlord, a bit tanky here. Not sure if it also has an item, heavy armor or something. Looked pretty tanky right now. Maybe not. I don't see an item. Maybe I'm blind. Anyways, barrier, sure. My fortress is already in a good spot, so barrier on that fortress definitely helps. Upgrading phoenixes where I can, so 1 phoenix could already get leveled. Really need the damage, both for the rhinos and overlords. And I'm getting quantum reassembly on my phoenixes. So they respawn now, and I'm spreading out some phoenixes, so I got 2 more phoenix packs and I put them on the very far right. So if one side wins and the other loses, the phoenixes can then respawn on the other side. Always a good idea to spread out your phoenixes. And you use quantum reassembly, and here we go. My opponent moved the overlords and is coming in on the right. There's no way I can defend over there. I don't have anything. And tower is falling already. Phoenixes. Not going for the phoenix pack in the bottom right there, so some phoenixes can respawn over there. Mobile beacon moving the overlords away from my phoenixes. Pretty scary. 4 overlords with ground cannon though. Just rushing through, also with the temporary speed buff, very quick. And the upgrade to freely move them around also gives them additional speed. So they are pretty quick. and they can just take out everything. However, my Phoenix is still alive and they are respawning and actually managed to kill the Overlords. That one pack of Phoenixes in the bottom right corner there allowed my Phoenixes to respawn, or a lot of my Phoenixes to respawn. Because of the mobile beacon, the Overlords just didn't care about those, and that was very good for me. Putting down some more sentries. Sentries potentially also good against Overlords, against this type of Overlord rush. If you can manage to slow down the pack of Overlords, that's going to make a huge difference. However, my opponent is smart. They put a pack of crawlers in front, so I can't, with one missile, get the Overlords right away. I'm not sure if I'm doing it here, but you basically need 2 sentries for this. So one in front that takes out the crawlers, and then one a little bit further back, and that second sentry then will hit the Overlords, hopefully. And I think I'm doing it here. Looks like it, yeah. So if the Overlords will come in there again, they should get slowed, I think. Also picked up the Storm on the left there. Everything is pretty squishy except that one Rhino, so it should be good there. However, my opponent decided to move the Overlords there. It's kind of good for me, but also not. I don't know. So the sentries don't work now, but there is my Storm, so the Overlords are all in the Storm now. And my opponent also went for Wasps and the Mothership upgrade on the Overlords as well. So there are a lot of Wasps now. And they got the photon emission back up. So everything is photoned, but also slowed now. So can I get the Rhino before it gets the tower? Nope. Tower goes down already. So everything too tanky with the photon emission. However, well, not everything. So pretty much everything is dead except that one Rhino and the 4 Overlords. However, the Overlords have Wasps swarming. And the Wasp spawn is really bad for me because I only have Phoenixes, and Phoenixes take a lot of shots. A lot of wasted shots on the Wasps. However, I have so many Phoenixes that it's still enough. And 74 health. Very close, very, very close. But yeah, Phoenixes also a lot of the time shoot the same target, and that's so many wasted shots on the Wasps. Mothership upgrade is really good against Phoenixes. And I'm adding some Mustangs with range to help with the Wasps. Taking a credit. I think this could be the last turn, so I decided to take a credit here. Also considering getting the armor piercing bullets, and I'm doing it, just so my Mustangs can take out the Wasps and also help with the Overlords much quicker. And I don't have enough money for sentries anymore, just one. Would have liked to put down a lot of more sentries just to be able to hopefully hit the Overlords somewhere. And I'm putting it on the very far right because that's kind of open, and I think maybe my opponent is going in there. However, he's not quite on the very far outside. Also, there's a crawler pack anyway, so my one sentry will just hit the crawlers. And here we go. Overlords coming in. 5 Overlords now, and one is level 3. A lot of Wasps spawning, and the Wasps now also have shield, so I really need the Mustangs. Phoenixes are not going to cut it anymore. All the shields are very annoying. Overlords just came in, super easy, took my tower. Left side, I'm able to protect the tower for now. Again, one Phoenix, very bottom right, is starting to respawn other Phoenixes. Getting targeted now though. Still alive. One Phoenix with no health, but it's dead. I thought it would survive. RIP. Everything coming in. Couple of Wasps. spawning and spawning and spawning. 4 overlords left. And I have like 2 phoenixes and 5 mustangs, 1 phoenix left, but they respawn just in time. And there's always like 1 or 2 phoenixes left and they keep respawning. And it was enough. It looked like I only had 1 phoenix left multiple times, and while the overlords were shooting, that 1 phoenix helped other phoenixes respawn just before it died. Multiple times it looked like. So this was so close. And also pretty lucky, I would say. But it was super fun. See, I assume it was very frustrating for my opponent as well, seeing that. I really thought like 20 seconds before the round was over, I thought I already lost the round. But the phoenixes just kept respawning. So they are really, really strong. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.